tuning in once again to another episode of the Goodrich Chronicles. I am your host, Anthony Goodrich. And today I'm excited about the video I'm about to bring to you. We're going to do a video on predators. Yep, you heard me, predators. Child predators to be exact. Now, I've always been a big fan of Chris Hansen. If you don't know who that is, he's the one that hosted the show To Catch a Predator way back in the day. So there's been a couple of YouTube guys that have started their own channel doing just that, adding a little twist of their own to it, of course. Nonetheless, it's for a great cause and it's entertaining too. So I want you to check out this video. It's kind of long, about a half hour, but it's worth the watch because we're cleaning up off the scum off the streets. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people that are still to this day preying on little children. That just blows me away that people are treating kids like that and thinking it's okay, blatant, out in the open, and in some cases even bragging about it. I'm talking about like your pastors and police officers and, you know, everyday Joe Schmo and doctors getting caught, even Army soldiers getting caught trying to set up a date and time to spend with a minor, usually around the age of 13 or 14 years old. This is just nuts. Anyways, check out the video. I'm sure you'll find it fascinating.
A little sick.
Why is that?
Sick to my stomach.
Why does it make you feel sick?
Because they're talking about doing other stuff to like even guys. And,
guys.
guys
I know what
doing guys.
I know what makes me feel sick. It's like when they talk about doing stuff to kids. What are they talking about doing stuff to kids in there?
Yeah, it's like, no, I know it's wrong. Don't want to do that.
So they were talking about doing stuff to kids too?
They were even younger.
Like, what is the youngest age you've seen them talk about in there? Because those
Like
people
5 or 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So, you know, I'm not here to.
I mean, I have a niece that adopted niece that lives in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
She's 15.
Okay.
And I wouldn't do that with her. And even my actual great niece, she's like 3 or 4. So I wouldn't go there either.
Absolutely. So, Matthew, I do have a question because, you know, obviously, if I always just had my opinion of you, I wouldn't ask this. It's obviously, you know, to give you a chance because you are a good dude and you're trying to do right. But, you know, as well as I do, there's of course records of people sending you things, you sending them things back of that type of stuff.
Right.
So, I'm just curious. I don't think it's because, you know, you just woke up one day wanting to do it, but what made you kind of trade child porn back to them?
They wanted it too, so
Just kind of a mutual satisfaction.
mutual satisfaction.
Sure. How many times do you think you've kind of traded yourself, like you send them some stuff like that?
Maybe 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a habitual thing.
That's
Yeah.
what I remember.
Like
Okay.
every blue moon.
Yeah.
So is it, so the stuff you trade, like where do you get it from?
From the other ones that have sent it to me.
Got it. So how often do you go to church, man?
I go every Sunday and every Wednesday.
Okay.
Praise God.
So, you know, Matthew, there's obviously, would you agree there's probably an issue that's going on that you want to get it fixed?
Yes.
Okay. And, you know, I don't think you need any trouble. I think you need some help.
Yes.
But, you know, our goal isn't to just antagonize shame. Obviously, you know that's the case. That's why we're talking to you out here, right? But, you know, God's always watching, you know, as well as anybody. And I think there's just been some...
I went and talked to my pastor this past Sunday alone, without my wife knowing, and I told him I was needed to talk to him about stuff going on, and I told him. And
we can tell that you're a man of integrity, and you know, you're a man who likes children, not in that way, but you're a man who appreciates children, God's children,
yes.
and
I know what you meant.
right, I'm not trying to like shame you with that. But obviously, you know, there's stuff that's happened in the past between, you know, just incidents with you and younger people and stuff like that, okay? And, you know, what I don't like to do is hear the same story twice from people.
Right.
Obviously, you know that niece in Montague probably has some things to say about some experiences with you.
Not really. I mean, when she did visit, I mean, she didn't. Later on, she doesn't like to be cuddled or touched or not. It's like I respected that.
Absolutely. Would it be crazy to say that there might have been a miscommunication between your niece and you about some of this type of stuff? Like maybe you thought she'd be okay with something and then turns out she wasn't, or anything like that. Would that be crazy to say?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that way. I mean, I wouldn't, because she's adopted, really adopted niece.
I understand
she's not
that.
Blood related.
I understand that.
And I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Do that to her.
But you mentioned she doesn't like to be cuddled or touched.
Yeah, I mean, like hug. Later on, she doesn't like to be hugged.
What do you mean by later on?
Earlier, like when she was like 8 or 9, she liked to be hugged, held.
Okay.
And then now that she's older, teenager, she doesn't really care to be touched at all.
I get that. That's a rebellious teen.
I mean, she will show affection, but it's because her dad doesn't show her affection.
Mm-hmm. So, look, what I'm trying to figure out, and help me dispel these things, because
I haven't touched. I mean, hug, maybe cuddle. I mean, I've never really touched her that way.
I get it, but did she maybe ever put your hand on hers?
No, not that I remember.
Okay, because Matthew, you understand, like, I want to hear it from you.
Maybe when she came and laid on the bed at night beside me, and my wife was on the other side.
Did your hand maybe wander a little bit?
Maybe while I was asleep, but not while I was awake. No.
Okay. Well, did you ever wake up? Because this has happened to people before. Because kids, they take shit and they just they do whatever the fuck they want with it, and then like adults have to fix that mistake. But did you ever wake up with your hand in the wrong place on her and have to move it off?
Yes.
Okay.
I did one night. I mean, I was touching her backside.
Sure.
I mean, and I was like, no.
What, her backside as in like her butt?
Her butt.
Okay.
And she was wearing her underwear, of course.
Of course.
And then I was like, I better move my hand.
Yeah, of course.
And just roll over. And then I got up and got on the other side of my wife.
Right. How old was she when this happened?
9.
Okay,
10.
so that's the age of curiosity. Yeah. Was she putting your hand there, or
no, my hand just went there naturally.
Okay.
While I was asleep, and I woke up and my hand was there.
Okay.
I mean, she might put it there. I don't know.
Right. Would there be any reason why she would have said, like, her hands might have wandered on your penis at all?
No. I mean, I have no idea.
Okay.
She might have, but
okay.
I wouldn't.
Because I
would go away from that. It's like
right.
No.
So, because obviously it takes two to do things. Like, I'll tell you this right now. I've never heard of a situation of you forcing anybody to do anything. That's not the type of person you are, and that's why I'm talking to you about this.
I wouldn't force anybody.
Absolutely not. But you say you want to be in a kid's life, help them out with things, and dude, 9 years old that's when we saw that puberty video.
Right.
So I get that. All right. Because again, 4 or 3 years old, I'm writing your ass off. But 9, I'm giving you a chance to explain it because. Obviously her hand went on your dick a couple times. That's objective. Did you ever have to, her hand went on your dick a couple times.
Not.
Did you ever have to take her hand off your dick?
Close to it. It was
close
like
to
right
it?
Here, like on my thigh.
Okay.
I mean, it was close. And it was just the one time. And I think she might have been asleep, but she might have been awake too.
Okay.
I just moved her hand away and I moved away from it.
What was that situation? What was the context of that?
We were sitting in the recliner together.
Okay. So this was a different situation than the hand on the butt when she was asleep, or when y'all were asleep? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, Matthew, you're the type of person I know. So I'll tell you this right now. You don't like child porn. That's not what you are. You don't like it at all. That's not something you condone. I get that because you do mission work, for God's sake. That's the last thing you would condone. But you still have traded it because you seem like the type of person to satisfy other people's needs. I mean, you are a servant.
That's over with.
Right, I get that. But it's that you have that servant mentality of, nobody made you go to Alaska, but you went to Alaska because you want to help people.
Yeah. No one made you go to Guatemala. What was it, Guatemala?
Yeah, Guatemala.
No one made you go to Guatemala.
No one made you go to Guatemala. I mean, did you even get paid for that?
No.
No.
It's volunteer.
It's volunteer work. I hope they paid for your trip there, though, right? At least.
Well, we had to pay $2,000 out of pocket, $1,000 for me, $1,000 for my wife.
Okay. So you paid for people. You paid to do service for other people. Right. So that's the type of person you are.
And our church paid for the rest of the airfare.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least they give some of that donation money back to the people. But you know, my point is that you do service for other people, and you even pay to do service for other people. Like, right. you're truly a selfless person. And sometimes,
also military.
Well, thank you for that. And sometimes that selflessness can kind of overstep sometimes. Okay, so look, don't be like those people that always say, "Well, the hand almost went here. My hand just happened to be here." Dude, I will never assert that you just made her do anything to you, okay? That's not what I'm going to assert at all. But will I assert and confidently say and bet money on that she probably wanted to do things to you and you obliged by that? Absolutely. I'm not stupid. And you're the type of guy to do service for people. If you looked at his service to her to teach her stuff about, you know, she's curious about this type of stuff, if you're just there for her in all capacities, that's a little bit more not a little bit more understandable. That is understandable. Right. But you know, don't make me fly to fucking Montague, Massachusetts, and you know you know how these teenage girls are. She says she doesn't like affection anymore, dude. You know what she's gonna say? She's gonna make up all this crazy shit. I don't want to run.
She's coming back in December to
right.
visit her mom and brother.
Right? Are you gonna see her in December?
With her parents.
Right.
Yes.
But you know how these chicks are. They're gonna all say all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
But look. We know at this point, the hand didn't just stop here. You didn't stop it off because you get carried away with shit, okay? It is what it is. There's an issue. You get carried away with shit. It's okay, all right? And you want to serve other people. We know the hand wasn't accidentally on the butt, but I will say, I don't think it was you who initiated it. So, look, I'm not going to say that every single day you saw her, every second of the day, you just had her bouncing on your dick. Because a lot of people do that. Those are sick fucks. Right. You're someone who is curious. You're someone who helps people out, okay, who wanted to maybe guide her through some things. That's a little bit different. But to say that her hand never touched your dick, I mean, who are we fooling? We're sure not fooling God with that. You know that. So realistically, how many times did that hand go on your penis? Because that's important to know.
Maybe twice.
Twice?
I'm guessing. I mean, because I don't know what she did when, I mean, after got her off my lap. I made her get off my lap.
She was sitting on your lap?
She was sitting right here.
Okay.
On my left knee.
Well, here's a better question. How many times did you have to remove her hand from your penis?
Twice.
Okay. You know, I know how girls get, because, you know, they say, oh, guys are these horn dogs and these fuck boys. Girls are the fucking horniest species on the fucking planet, more than a fucking squirrel. So.
Or rabbit.
Right. No shit. So, look, I haven't met a single chick in my life who just, you know, pats my dick like I did a good job. Fuck, not me at least. But was she just grabbing on it, rubbing on it? Like, what was going on?
Naturally, her hand naturally went there.
Naturally went there?
The first time.
Okay.
The second time, I think she was more curious.
Okay, what was she doing that second time?
She was kind of moving her hand.
Did she kind of
like that? Yeah.
Did she ever, you know, get a full grip?
Not full grip.
But more like partial?
Probably like that.
Like that?
Like that.
Now, you know.
A little bit. I mean.
You know, kids, they might see something in between the pants and they're like, oh, what's that? Like,
right.
Was it like, you know, how above, or did it go under?
No, just on top.
So
right
she never.
Next to it. She never really.
Because, I mean,
everything.
You know, the first time, you know, I believe you was probably on top, but it's like, it's just hard for me to believe that she wouldn't try
like
to.
Second base with a chick, yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't go all the way around it. Cause
no, I know
that big,
but I'm saying. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, like, I just can't believe.
She couldn't really get to it that well. I was trying to get her.
I just like, I can't believe that, like, you know, because kids are fast. Like, I just can't believe that she didn't get under. You know what I mean? She didn't get under. Like, you weren't wearing shorts or something, so it was easy.
No. I was wearing actually pants.
Oh.
Okay, so look, you know, what I meant to tell you earlier is I don't want to go talk to her again. We had some foreknowledge. That's kind of what we came to you for, about Valerie and all that type of stuff. But second time would have to be in person. I just did a phone interview with her. But look, again, it's a service thing. It's kind of following the lead of others, which Navy, service work, all that type of stuff. I'm not saying you said, hey, Valerie, put your hand right here, or you move Valerie's hand there. But, you know, to say your penis wasn't erect would be also a lie to the big man upstairs. I mean, it got erect. It got erect. Okay. So let me.
When she was sitting there.
It got erect.
It's like, yeah.
I get you.
I mean, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's your dick and balls working right?
Yeah.
So,
Not here.
I get you. I get you. So, look, Matthew, I want to give you this chance because, again, she may be hurt from it. She may not be. But we don't want to bring that stuff up to her. That's not, you don't want to do that either. I mean, you're a protector of kids, right?
Yes.
So protect her from having to hear this stuff again, because if I hear it all from you, I don't talk to Valerie. You know what I'm saying? And she lives her life, and, you know, y'all reconvene.
She probably won't even remember it being 8 or 9. I mean,
oh, they get memories starting at 4.
Does.
Absolutely. But you'd be the first straight man in history with an erect penis and a chick's hand on your dick and not go forward with that, because I know sure as fuck I wouldn't control myself.
I didn't go any further than that. I mean, I wouldn't go that route.
Well, let me ask you this: if there was a camera in the house at the time, and it was watched by an independent third party, would they say that? What do you think? Like, say, and I'm not saying I'm going to do anything to you or anything like that, but say a detective was watching what happened with you and Valerie. What do you think he would do?
At first, probably nothing. He'd keep watching and then say, really, it's just like touchy-feely going on.
Okay. Well, do you think that if this was recorded, what happened with you and Valerie, and it was in a detective's hands, do you think he would end up charging you for
Probably.
it? Okay. What do you think they would charge you with?
Child endangerment, molestation.
Okay. So do you think God? Do you think God would also say? And again, He forgives, and
Yes.
I know you're not proud of it. Okay. But do you think God would say that, hey, you made a mistake when you were younger, you molested this kid? Just honest.
I mean, if I did molest her, yes, He would forgive it.
No. I know you would forgive, and you're being mostly honest, so I think you are going to be forgiven. But I'm saying, if God looked at that version of events, what happened? Do you think He'd say, hey, you molested this kid, you fucked up?
No, I mean, I might have touched her in a way that she didn't feel right.
Okay.
But I didn't.
When was that?
I mean, I'm just saying that. I mean, I might have, and she took it the wrong way.
Okay.
And I mean, she would say that I didn't really instigate it, and she would said it was just being like just loving on her and
Right.
touching her and
But
hugging her.
Matthew, a 9-year-old's hand was on your erect penis.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I did not go any further than that. This is God's truth. I did not go any further. I told her to get off my lap after she touched me.
That's just unfortunately something that nobody here, including you, believes. You know that, Matthew. I'm not saying you wanted that.
I didn't do it. I didn't.
I'm not saying
it
you
didn't
did.
happen.
Oh, I'm not saying you did it. I'm saying, did you just let her do what she wanted to do? Because there is a difference between forcing her to do it versus her doing what she wants to do. But I can assure you, I've never seen a situation where a dick is hard, a chick's hands on the dick, and then nothing happens. So it's either...
Nothing happened. I mean, I told her to get off my lap.
Okay. Was
She
there?
did.
Okay. But would there be any reason there'd be ejaculate there or anything like that, or pre-cum?
I might have. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I didn't do it on her or in her. Or
I understand. Did you just pre-cum a little bit?
may have.
May have.
I can't remember. It's been a long while.
What's the probability you probably had some pre-cum come out when that happened?
Right. What do you mean, like probably?
Like, do you think it probably happened, or?
Probably did happen.
Okay.
So when he goes to go talk to Valerie, because we're not getting the full scoop here. Questions are going to be asked. Ears might overhear questions and stuff, and we don't want that to happen. Bro, we could have been in there making a whole fuss about this, bro. We don't want to make a whole fuss about this, bro. We don't want to make a whole fuss about what we're talking about right now. We genuinely don't. All he's asking is just a recount of what genuinely happened. Because on Judgment Day, we both know that in that book...
Nothing happened between us.
But
except for
let me
her
finish.
touching me.
On Judgment Day, there's a book of life and there's a book of death.
Right.
You know what I mean? The book of life is going to have all the good things you did. The book of death is going to have all the bad things. Bro, you Baptist. You already know all this, man. So, I'm just going off of what you said, what I'm hearing. There's no way what happened is in the book of life. It's in the book it's in the book of death.
Correct.
So, but you're telling us that there's only one sentence in there Now, what happens when he goes and talks to her, if we don't get the full story, now when she starts telling her story, and we get a whole chapter written, maybe a whole a whole book written, then it's one of those things of who are they gonna believe? Duh. Exactly. So that's why we want to hear. He wants to hear your side of the event. I want to hear you.
This is. I mean, I am telling you.
I get you. Let me ask.
Nothing happened.
Now, Matthew, the reason why we knew some things were sent to your phone, we were assuming that they're sent to your phone because obviously, man, we don't think you're a bad dude. We have a private system because we're private, we're not with law enforcement or anything, but we do have a system to where when stuff is sent from India and Russia, it pings. And we got a ping from here. And red being when it's like very young, like 6 and under, which you say you were sent and stuff like that. And so we know that you didn't want to be in these group chats, forgetting about what happened in the past. So just a quick question, man. If you would let us, because you don't professionally know how to remove stuff, you're resetting your phone and it's popping back up. We don't want your stuff to get pinged and then, someone actually thinks you're a bad guy. So if you let us, would you let us, get rid of that stuff for you? Because we don't want that stuff on your phone either.
Yes, I want to get rid of it. Could you go online and do it without my phone?
Without your phone? I mean, you could be there right with us, but we're going to have to, obviously we're going to, we're not NSA, we're not going to go on your phone online. But, if you could be right there with us, we can get that stuff all taken out.
Well, and just to make sure, just so we know the program is the most effective, where would they be saved on your phone? Like, is there a hidden folder? Is it just in your gallery, or where would it be?
It's in my gallery.
Okay, so nowhere hidden or anything like that?
They're in the cloud.
Sit back. Tell him to sit back to you. I do have your consent to plug in. Can I see real quick?
Yep.
Thank you, my friend. While it loads in, I'm going to just put it right here.
Okay.
And then take about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I don't even need to be there.
Back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got to go back in here and get
All right,
back
man.
to work.
Take care. Well, we'll see you in a bit. They say they were on the way. What'd they say? Okay, got it. Oh, yeah. No, he's fucked. Dude, if they investigate that shit, he's done. Bro, I knew, when he was talking about the CP videos, and he was like, oh, because I have a niece in Massachusetts. I was like, all right, he molested her. I already knew.
Oh, let's go.
How's it going, sir?
Going well.
Basic.
Right there.
Oh, that's my phone. But basically, Matt, there's some child porn on your phone we got to get rid of, right? Well, is there?
Yes.
Okay. And you were messaging some underage kids, some inappropriate shit?
Yes.
Okay. And there was an incident where your niece was 9, kind of touching your dick, making you come a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Child porn on his phone right now.
Let me talk to you over here for a minute.
Okay. Cop just in there.
Step over there.
All right. Let's see if Knoxville PD lets the chomo go like last time, or let's see if they do their fucking job.
What's going on?
Hey, what device were y'all using to communicate with this guy?
It's not currently here in town. It was a decoy. That's one of them's in Connecticut, one of them's in Arizona. But we can mail the devices into y'all though.
And then also with his phone in custody, you guys could correlate everything.
Yeah. So do you have transcripts of what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's on an email. We can just email it to you guys.
All right.
He also has some physical, or are those
Yes,
other
yes.
ones?
So can I look at your phone?
No.
Okay. Can I look at your computer?
Can you look at my computer?
No.
I mean, you can look at it. There's nothing on here.
What about your phone?
You can look at my phone. There's nothing on here.
Okay.
I mean, you want to get my number?
So you don't care if I check out your device? What about your?
But I just said, I don't have any of the chat logs or anything on there.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're still telling me that. I don't know for sure, so that's why I was asking you.
Oh, no, I was saying I don't.
Okay. So you're saying I can't look at your phone?
I mean, I don't have anything for you to look at.
We can send you the logins to the account.
Right, I understand that, but I'm asking you if I can look at your phone.
Well, if
Can
you
I
care
examine
about
your phone?
No. If you care about prosecuting criminals, then this is exactly what we thought was going to happen. We have a
Yeah.
guy here who admitted to possessing child pornography,
Right.
who admitted to molesting his 9-year-old niece.
Right.
And obviously, I know our chats can't be used in Tennessee because,
Right.
unfortunately,
So here's the kind of thing is I'm letting you know is if when we conduct an investigation, both the guy that you were talking with and you guys that were talking with the guy.
Right.
So we need to be thorough about it. We probably need to look at your devices.
Okay.
and his device, and we need to be thorough and see everybody's devices.
Well, I'm telling you, the phones that we used to talk to him on, one's in Connecticut, one's in Arizona. We can mail those into you guys.
Right. So how did you know that he was showing up here?
He works here.
Who were you talking to?
He works here. He just works here.
So, so in the messages, he mentioned he worked at a grocery store, and his listed address that we used truthfinder.com to find, it was just 10 minutes away from here. I forgot the exact address, but we knocked on the door. I believe either his wife or his mom answered.
Yeah.
And I said, I got a package for him, and they said he's at work right now, and I said I can just deliver it to his job, and they let us know that he works here at this food city.
Okay. So I know you're interviewing this guy and talking to this guy. So obviously y'all probably have some type of social media where you're posting this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're posting what he did on some type of social media.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
So you understand up front though that you are not law enforcement. You posing as a underage female, that there's no crime committed.
Did you just not listen to what I just said?
I
understand that our chats can't be used in Tennessee.
I'm talking to you, so shut up.
Okay, so you're reiterating what I just said.
So you understand that.
I communicated to you, I understand.
Shut up a minute. You understand that.
This is also.
And you've come out here, and so now what we've got a problem with is you're talking about this, you're posting this on social media.
Yes.
So let's say somebody knows where this guy works at, knows where this guy lives at, and somebody comes down here and decides to carry out some violent act on this guy, and we're not even communicating with an actual child here, okay?
So should we also remove the sex offender registry too then?
Now we have some liability that's going on from you guys.
There's no liability on our end. You cannot charge us for interviewing somebody.
Hold on. We just need to make sure.
Well, so should we remove the sex offender registry, guys, because that has their addresses on there? What if somebody goes and does that?
So the deal with your phones, computer, everything, we need to make sure that no CSAM was sent to you as well.
He didn't send us any. We didn't even communicate with him online. So I did the in-person interview with him. The phones that we used, one's in Arizona and one's in Connecticut. He was talking to two of our decoys. One's located in Connecticut and one's in Arizona. We can mail you those phones. I said we would mail you those phones.
Well, I'll give you a card, but that's the reason for asking about phones.
Okay. Well, he didn't send us any child pornography.
Okay, but people tell us stuff all the time.
I understand that.
But as you know, it becomes problematic for you guys if they do send you CSAM.
Oh, we're well aware of that. That's why we were in no position to receive that from him. We just saw that he had a Telegram account. He gave his phone number. We can put his phone number in a Telegram. An account pops up for him. We didn't communicate with him on Telegram. And, using common sense, if they're talking to kids and they have Telegram, y'all know there's a pretty good chance they're dabbling in that shit. So when we talk to him outside, if you would let me finish, when we're talking to him outside, he admitted to possessing child pornography. He estimated between 6 to 7 photos on his phone of what he said were 10 to 15-year-olds.
Actually, he said 30. But 6 to 7 were undressed.
Well, yeah,
he told you that.
Yeah, he
had those on his phone.
That's correct, and he also admitted to molesting his 9-year-old niece, she's 15 now, but his 9-year-old niece named Valerie that lives in Montague, Massachusetts. And we had no knowledge of this prior to interviewing him. He admitted it to us because when he was talking about child pornography groups he was in on WhatsApp, he kind of blurted out, I don't like that stuff because my niece is 15, and that kind of gave me an indication that he definitely did something to her. He wouldn't just blurt out his niece's name like that when thinking about child pornography. Mm-hmm. So we start asking about the niece. We kind of tell him, I kind of talked to her a little bit. Obviously, I never talked to her. I didn't even know who she was before today. But he admitted there was a situation 6 years ago when she was visiting him here in Knoxville that she was touching his penis. His version of it is she was touching his penis. He had pre-cum on his penis, and his, of course, their version is always I moved her hand away and I moved her away. But he said there was incidents where his hand was on her butt, where her hand was on his penis, and he said in front of those cops pretty much that that happened. And I asked him, I'm like, if a detective was to review what happened between you and your niece, like if there was a camera in that room, do you think you would get charged? And he said, I would probably get charged. And I said, what would you get charged with? And he said, I would get charged for child molestation. Mm-hmm. That's all on camera, uncoerced. We want to send you guys that footage because this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'll give you my card.
Okay.
We'll work through that.
Can I talk to you over here for a minute?
Yes, sir.
So let's say.
What is y'all's group called?
So his is Predator Poacher.
Is there more than one?
Yeah, like with him. I'm a subsidiary.
Yours what?
Like a subsidiary, I'm like under.
Okay. So you have your own and he has his?
Yeah. Like I'm a branch off of his.
Okay. What's his called, you said?
Predator Poachers.
Okay. Is it like a YouTube channel or something?
Yes. Oh man, that was rough at first.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, dude, I think the shorter ball detective was kind of like, all right, I understand what's going on, but like, you know, the older one's kind of a boomer, like, I appreciate what y'all are doing, but you would understand.
See that? He need his ass whooped. He need his ass whooped. I can't believe some of the stuff I was just hearing that he was saying. And his own family. Come on now. Now, I'd love to know what you think. Should somebody like that be put away for the rest of their life? Right? Should they be castrated? You know? Should they go to jail? Should they go to a mental hospital? What do you think should happen to this man and people like him? I'll tell you what I think. I think they need their ass whooped and they need to be put away for life. Yep, that's what I think. Put their ass away for life. They done it once, they gonna keep doing it again. Let me know what you think. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend some time with me today, and I really appreciate that. And with that, I am signing off.